Hello, everybody.
Hey guys, welcome back.
We are so excited to do the next episode.
Yeah,
Man.
Kevin here,
Joe.
back with Mad Men, and we're nearing the end of season 2, and a
Yeah,
lot of big things are being set up
we got
for the end here.
2 more episodes. I
Yeah,
think.
this is right before the finale.
Yeah, I've been like I said, super excited. Been waiting for
Yeah,
this the whole week.
yeah, we've been talking about this. Yeah,
Duck is the worst.
yeah,
For,
this is Duck making a Weasley power move, isn't it?
he's the antagonist. He just
Right
is.
now, yeah, he is.
I mean,
Yeah,
Don is our protagonist for sure. Obviously, not a great guy.
right.
And you know what? Maybe Duck's a better guy than Don. Maybe, but
Maybe
in terms of the show's purposes, he is the antagonist.
he is. Yeah, yeah. For the show's purposes, right.
Yeah.
As far as the business goes, he is like Don is the protagonist at work, right? In his personal life, he's a mess. I love the juxtaposition of those two things. Like you love Don at work and you hate Don at home.
I know he's a bad guy. I
Right.
know that. But guys, Don Draper is the man.
Yeah, yeah.
Don Draper is the man.
Don Draper's a guy you wouldn't want to be in a family with or a
No.
friend with. Well, I think he might be a good friend. Terrible,
I
terrible,
think, no,
terrible in the family.
He's a good friend.
He seems like good enough friend, a conscientious friend. Terrible husband and father.
Yeah.
But man, I love him at work. And at work, Duck is the antagonist for sure.
Duck sucks.
He's trying to weasel his way in to be in charge of Sterling Cooper because they won't promote him. I want to be partner. And Roger says what we were thinking at the same time. What have you done
Yeah.
besides cost them an airline?
I want to see how this dynamic plays out with Roger and Don going forward if Duck does become Don's boss.
Yeah, because remember that was the big thing.
Yeah.
Like the deal with the British firm that he's having take over. I can't remember what they were called
I
or if they
can't
even
either,
said
no.
it. That I get to be the president and I get to be in charge of creative, which means he put it right there in the stipulations. I get to be in charge of Don Draper,
Yeah.
which is exactly what he was saying there.
You know, look, Duck's making moves finally, but he's doing it in a sneaky way.
Terrible little wormy way.
He couldn't land a deal on his own, so he's like, you know what? I'll just have somebody come in and buy the whole company.
Right. Well, you notice he didn't say that to Bert and Roger when he's like pitching, like they want to buy us out for a whole lot of money, and the open the kimono line came from Bert,
Yeah.
but he didn't say I'm going to be president and I'm going to be in charge of creative
Didn't
either.
say that.
That little
He's a weasel.
weasel let that out. That's going to be a surprise to.
Duck is a snake.
That's going to be that's going to be a surprise to Sterling and Cooper of what they do sell.
And so it just goes to show. Listen to Don, guys.
Listen to Don.
Listen to Don.
When it comes to work, Don knows what he's talking about.
Well, okay, so in his personal life, though, Don kind of went MIA there for a minute.
He is. I
Or
think
he
he still is.
He still is. Yeah, he's out in California.
That's the other big thing that we've been wondering about is he called somebody on the phone and said, "Hey, it's Dick Whitman. Can I see you while I'm out here?"
Yeah.
So there's somebody out west who knows that he is not Don Draper, who knows that he's Dick Whitman,
still alive.
that knows he's still alive, and that he has some kind of relationship with that he wants to go see. I have no idea who this person might be. There's no one left in his family, so it's not a family member. It's somebody else who knows that he's.
I guess there is nobody left in his family. Huh?
We had his dad, his mom, his stepmom, and his brother.
Did we find out where he was when he was a kid? Where that farm was? Did they say specifically where it is? Is it like the Midwest?
They might have. I'm assuming it's Midwest.
Okay,
right.
Because I was gonna say it could be. I mean, if he came from out west,
right,
could be like a cousin.
I don't know. It's possible.
Yeah.
It felt. He said he was from the Midwest, didn't he? At one point, didn't he say he was from Nebraska or something
Maybe
like
it
that?
is Nebraska. Maybe it is. If they did say
I thought he did.
It was felt kind of throwaway.
Sure.
I know you guys love this show too. Let us know, please,
right.
please.
But yeah, I think Don said he was from like Nebraska or something like that. Yeah,
makes sense. It looked very.
It looked very Midwest.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, like also. The Office. What kind of ramifications is Don being gone going to have on The Office?
Right.
You know?
Who's in charge right now while he's doing this? Because Pete's back at work, which means their trip ended.
Pete has no questions about where Don is.
And Pete's just like, well, he's gone.
Draper here? Draper call?
Yeah,
no?
exactly.
Okay.
He assumed that he just abandoned him and went back to work. And Pete just went about his trip.
God, Pete. All right.
I love Pete.
Honestly, Pete's growing on me too.
Pete's
cracking. Also
a terrible husband.
Yes. He's kind of like Don Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like Don as a teenager or something.
Right.
But Pete's growing on me. All these guys, like, they're horrible and they have like completely abhorrent behavior, but it's like, it's fun watching them.
If you think about it as a workplace show for the most part, I can see liking some of these guys that in a personal life you'd be like, I wouldn't hang with you for 4 minutes outside of work.
I've said this a million times on this channel. They make the most interesting characters.
Completely.
Complex,
anti-heroes are interesting characters. They really are.
You can watch Superman, you can watch the Boy Scouts, and I love that sentiment as well, but complicated characters, man.
Right.
That's where the best drama is.
It's why a lot of films and books, the villain's always more interesting than the hero sometimes. In a lot of stories, the villain is more Lex Luthor is more interesting than Superman as a character.
Yeah, honestly.
And the dialogue is written better for him.
The Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Hannibal Lecter. Like, yeah, there's something there. Look at 70s cinema; it's full of it.
Oh, completely. Right. You're not, yeah, the Godfather isn't a story, it is a story about a family, but not a good one.
No, it's King Lear.
Right, exactly. All right, guys, want to welcome some new Patreon subscribers the last couple days. So, Katie, Tom, and Kyle, and your simple names, I love you so much. Thank you so much and welcome. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, you guys rock. For those of you guys watching us on YouTube, welcome to our channel.
Hello and welcome.
Oh, yeah. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button for us, leave us a comment down below. Tell us who your favorite Mad Men character is thus far.
Besides Dawn, non-Dawn division.
Yeah,
We're going to assume that if you're watching Mad Men, you have to like Dawn as a character, or I can't imagine why you'd watch the show.
I'm going Roger.
I love Roger.
Yeah.
He's as amoral as Dawn is, but he's just so charming and open and honest about it.
I did like Freddie too, but yeah.
I like Freddie Robinson, but I do feel like Roger is unapologetically a sleazeball.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's like He's
like the Han Solo of the office. He'll come in and out.
He's the one person that accepts the fact that like Pete and Dawn, they don't say that they're not great guys. No. Roger will straight up say, "I'm kind of a sleazy guy.
I am who I am."
Yeah, exactly. and you at least have to respect the sincerity of that, All right, we'll go ahead.
Before you guys,
I'm sorry,
before we press play, if you guys don't mind hitting that subscribe button for us, we'll keep you up to date with all of our new content we have coming your way. We're not just banging out Mad Men. We've got West Wing, Succession over on Patreon. We're doing a full-length reaction over there. We've got Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Schitt's Creek,
Fleabag.
Barry is fantastic as well, so check out our library.
And starting some new ones, yeah.
Yeah.
You will find the link to our Patreon in the description below, so head on over there if you'd like to check all that out. Full-length reactions. Is something on fire? Or somebody smoking? You know how kids are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you're doing?
You're lock her in the closet.
Television. You're not going to be playing with your friends. I'm taking away Barbie. You're mean. You betcha. Get in there.
The closet? Oh my god!
Was this a thing people did?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I think my mom said something about when we were little, we had to go in timeout. It's in the closet.
Wow.
Is that what you think?
Well, yeah.
And Lucas is here, and he's not.
His suitcase is here. She is in the closet.
Sally isn't stupid. Yeah.
I mean, you guys do smoke 50 cigarettes in front of your kids all day.
Right,
I'm curious.
At some point, your kid's going to grab a cigarette and see what the fuss is about.
Dad, I need you back home. The kids are drinking and smoking.
Yeah, right. They're wearing suits into the office.
They say they miss you.
Yeah, he's still vacationing.
Dang. I'd say he probably earned it.
Who wants a popsicle?
But at the same time, who knows what's going on in that guy's
during
brain.
the summer? My mom would come out to the truck with us. She'd break the popsicles in half, then give it to us like Jesus at the Last Supper.
Sounds cheap.
Spence Chapin, the adoption agency.
I'm sorry, what?
Mrs. Campbell said it, and, well, I'm sorry, I have to say something. Good luck.
I don't think Pete and his wife stay together very much longer. I really don't. It just does not look sustainable.
To take care of Roger.
Oh, let Roger Sterling have what he always wanted. To die in the arms of a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he wants.
I don't want her older than me. I can't even imagine what that must be like.
Charming.
You're not well.
So we're still in California for sure,
Yeah.
right? That looks like California.
I like how it is shot differently too.
Yeah.
The lighting is
way warmer, isn't it?
Yeah. Colors.
Yeah.
I'm not back in 2 days. The police will be here.
Is it a flashback?
Why would you bring that up?
Must be.
I just want to know where my husband is.
It's a simple misunderstanding. There's a lot of men with my name.
Well, you're the only one who used my husband's serial number to get a driver's license.
I have to get back to work.
Stop lying.
Just tell her, man.
You've been caught.
Yeah.
Don't make me do something I don't want to do.
He died. I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, she just thought he abandoned her.
Dang.
Because Don Draper came home.
Yeah. I like that we're dealing with the ramifications of this, though.
There should be ramifications, for sure.
It just took somebody's identity.
Yeah.
He was killed in combat.
So who are you?
They thought I was him and he was me. I didn't think I was hurting anyone.
Yeah, so he's probably out in California to see her then.
Like they've made up.
I don't know.
Sounded like it on the phone if it's her.
Yeah.
He wanted to marry my sister. She looks just like me with 2 good legs.
Oh.
What do I do with you?
I'd be peeing my pants right now, too. This is what it looks like he's doing. Okay, so they become friends.
This is a welcome surprise.
This is so interesting.
Yeah. I love this new dynamic, this new wrinkle here.
It's called the Hall of the Mountain King.
It's scary.
I know.
Bye, Mrs. Draper.
It's so weird to hear, isn't it?
You're tan.
She kept his name.
Yeah.
You in trouble?
No.
Well, then what?
Just running away from my problems again.
Yeah.
We are not adopting a child.
Oh my god.
That's final.
You don't speak to me that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is he doing?
That could kill somebody.
You're right.
That could really kill somebody.
Yeah, you just threw a chicken off of a roof of a skyscraper. How does he feel good about himself when he acts like that?
He's a big, strong man.
Yeah, I'm a man. I put my foot down.
Yeah. I threw the chicken off the balcony. Yeah, I forgot Jones got this guy.
Yeah, Jones got this guy.
She's shacked up with...
Dr. Handsome.
Yeah, who wants her to be a stay-at-home wife.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think she has it in her.
No.
I thought he was the one.
You know what? I am tired.
Yeah, I thought you started it.
Is he opposed to her being on top? Was that the...
That might be like...
Was that a thing back then?
Like, I want to be in charge.
It's beautiful here.
You like the porch? You paid for it.
Yeah,
How old are your children now?
Sally is 8. Bobby is 5.
Yes, they've been friends for a while.
they have. Because it was before he worked at Sterling Cooper when she went to the car dealership.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute.
So she was really the only person that knew who he was for a long time.
Yeah.
I've never told Betty.
Like, she's the one person he can confide in.
Wow.
Why does it have to be that way?
Do you think he'll ever tell Betty who he really is?
No.
Yeah,
I thought about it for a second. Like, I don't see him ever being that vulnerable.
Yeah.
I don't like being in the position of having to sell off my life's work because you have an increase in overhead.
It's his new wife.
So Mona's crying on your shoulder now. Jane makes me very happy.
That's good to know.
I don't think Don would be for them buying the company.
I don't think so either.
So there's a good chance that he doesn't show up and they just go for it.
That's what I'm saying.
We're going to have to put Claricel up for review.
Really?
His daughter, because of the baby.
That's a shock, Tom.
His wife's unhappy. His work suffers.
Yes, they seem very directly related in this case.
Yeah,
Don't they,
yeah.
Tom? I was in love with Trudy when I met her. And then you stuck your nose in, put these ideas in her mind, and made her unhappy.
Perhaps it is best if we just give notice.
Goodbye, Tom.
You know what? I got to commend Pete for having some nuts there. But at the same time,
he just cost his company a lot of money.
Yeah, he did. And, you know, Trudy's dad is right.
He is.
Pete's the worst to his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete, you just screwed the pooch. You screwed the pooch in that deal.
Yeah. I like these flashbacks, how they do this.
Yeah.
From a good family, and she's educated.
What's her name?
Elizabeth. I want you to meet her.
Look at you.
How?
You're in the lavender haze.
I'm going to cheat on her.
Yeah, a lot.
The way she laughed. Well, I need you to give me a divorce.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, of course.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because they're legally married. Yeah.
You'll have a family.
Oh.
That'll be good for you.
Eh,
I want to.
I don't think it has been good for him.
So where's Don?
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember Peggy Olson.
Yeah.
You take it, break it, share it, and love it.
Oh, that's true.
People do that. The mom reminds me of something.
No, this is original.
Oh my God, it's church.
It is church, isn't
Yeah.
it? Good catch there. Yeah.
And Peggy's like, no,
No, it's original.
It's mom.
Yeah. It is not the Virgin Mary at all.
Yeah. You ever seen a kid that's got one popsicle to himself though, with like it's not broken apart,
Yeah.
and you're always kind of like, screw that kid.
I hate that kid. Yeah, it's
I hate
weird.
that
It's
kid,
weird to
yeah.
watch them eat both together.
You have no one to share with.
I think Raymond
Maybe.
knows. I can't even look at Becky.
What did you do?
Oh, Betty, I made a terrible mistake.
Oh no, she did. You're right.
Why would you do that?
What? You wanted him too. You know you did.
There's a difference between wanting and having.
Oh my God. Okay, Betty.
I didn't make you do anything.
My God, you're an awful woman. You know that?
No one made you sleep with him.
Betty was pretty bad about that.
Yeah,
actually.
she was.
Pretty terrible in that situation.
Yeah. The woman's upset. You don't have to attack her too.
but I brought in the popsicle account today. On my own.
Sure hey, did. Ginger, did you hear about this? I've got to go.
Wait. Freddie Rumson's office has been vacant for some time. I think I should have it.
It's yours.
Nice.
Really?
Heck yeah.
Don't. It is in my office. No, I mean it.
See?
Greg, take no for an answer, buddy.
Is he about to...
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is ugly.
You ready to go?
Like, I call the cops.
Seriously.
I don't want to miss a reservation. Are you kidding me?
I hate you.
I hate this guy so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She left her flowers there.
That's brilliant filmmaking, actually.
Yeah.
Where's Mr. Draper?
Do you want me to go get a picture of him so you can stare at it?
His 12% makes him mathematically insignificant.
That's true.
He took a business trip to California. He's taking some time.
I'm just covering for him.
I'll write that down.
Color on that one. I've never seen anything like it.
I'm Cass. It's my kid Doogie.
Is Don gonna get a hot rod or something?
Color.
He goes from advertising to street racing. The Fast and the Furious over here.
Yeah. Paul Newman did it.
Oh, real life. Yeah, I was gonna say, what movie? Yeah, but in real life, yeah, he was a racer, yeah.
Love to see you race.
Sunday. Lions drag strip. Long Beach.
You know, whatever he gets like fascinated by, it's so interesting because he puts all of himself into it.
Oh, he does.
All of his attention goes into something, you know?
He's a brilliant guy.
But he's also easily, like, swayed almost. Like, he'll just be, like, going about his day, and all of a sudden something catches his attention, and he's just committed to that thing.
So we'll proceed. Mr. Whitehouse will prepare a counter-offer.
Wonderful.
Meeting adjourned.
So these rich guys just got richer.
Why don't you just put on Draper's pants while you're at it? You have your own office. You. I'm the head of television, and I spend the day staring at an orangutan. Has anyone heard from Don?
Yes, he called. He wants you to get back to work. You're getting to be a big girl. Someday you'll want something, and I won't be able to give it to you.
Her own riding outfit? She did want that. Yeah, riding boots.
They're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Your father and I are having a disagreement. And he went away. Well, it's hard to understand. But I promise everything's going to be okay.
Okay.
The speech parents have had to give their kids for the last 50 years. Right. In increasing speed.
Yeah. It's the end of the world.
It's the resurrection. Do you want to know what this means or not?
No, I don't.
This is the one.
Who's she?
She's the soul of the world. It means the only thing keeping you from being happy is the belief that you are alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at you celebrating. You getting a secretary?
Yes.
Well, she's in for it. How the hell did you swing this?
I'm sleeping with Don. It's really working out. Did something happen in Los Angeles?
Yes. He disappeared. All I'm saying is he may not be coming back. He's done it before.
I kind of forgot that Pete knows who he really is, too. Maybe he does need to get out of New York.
Like you said, just try to be happy, man. He's going to try to be... So he's going to go back and try to be a better man.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I've been baptized by the California Ocean.
It's all symbolic anyway.
Yeah. That was a really good episode.
Yeah,
actually.
it was.
That was very fantastic. It gave us a lot of food for thought.
Yeah, it did. Okay, so we met Anna. Yeah. Who apparently is a really great person who, once Don came clean about what he's doing with her husband's identity, kind of said okay.
It was really cool about it. I mean, she's still a widower.
As cool could be expected, yeah.
Never remarried, never had kids, looks like.
Right.
All she really has is Don, and I like their relationship a lot.
I do too.
I like the relationship a lot. That's a really cool dynamic.
Yeah.
I wonder, going forward in the show, if we see her again. I hope we do. I mean, Not regularly. I don't want
Right.
to see her all the time.
Right. Although that would have been healthier for Dawn if she would have like moved to New York instead of California. But
separate lives. I mean, they
right.
never would have been.
No, but I think this is the one human being alive that Dawn can confide in, and she's an entire continent away.
In a way, she is family.
Right.
Yeah, she's like the only family that he does have.
Like a sister, almost. He said, like he said, "You're my cousin," something like that.
You're
Yeah,
my cousin. Yeah, that was a great line. There's a lot going on back in New York right now too.
Yeah, I expect a lot of change. Don is setting himself up to like, okay, I'm gonna try to make an effort to be something else. Peggy looks like she's. I mean, I'm sorry. No, Peggy's obviously moving up. Betty looks like she's looking like she's about to round some kind of corner a little bit. And then, of course, the office is being sold to another company, so that dynamic's going to change a lot.
I think Betty's gonna let down her wall because she's kind of burning bridges with her friends now,
right?
And she was open with her daughter, and
that was a big step for her to be open with anybody.
Yeah, exactly. And the once he coming home, I think that kind of hit her because it's like I don't know. I mean, it's my decision to make when he comes home. How much longer can she hold out? How much longer can she be angry? And I like that conversation she had with her friend on the phone where she's like, "You wanted him too,"
right?
And she's like, "One thing and having are two different things." It's like the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Look, but don't touch.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's really interesting. Is wanting and having two different things? Well, of course they are, but at the same time, Betty, you wanted to cheat on Don.
Sure.
But you were lusting after somebody else. You didn't. Don's different for that.
No, Don's much worse for that.
Don's much worse for that. So
for sure,
going forward, we'll see what happens.
Maybe her acknowledging the fact that she did want someone else, even though she didn't do it. Maybe maybe it'll help her find a place where she can forgive Don.
Opened something up in her head a little bit,
right?
Yeah.
Like I wanted someone too. I'm not as big a piece of crap as you because
and her friends
didn't go for
somebody too,
right?
Is being like, oh, we can do that too,
right?
So.
We'll see. I think with both Dawn and with Betty, there's more food for thought as far as the complexity of their situation got put in their heads in this episode for sure.
And Joe needs
to get rid of that guy.
Big time. That was horrible.
That was pretty rough to watch with his hand pushing her face down in the carpet and stuff. That was rough to watch.
I feel like they're paying homage to something. I definitely have seen a movie. This is horrible. Like any type of rape scene is hard to watch, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
But there was a movie I watched one time that was kind of done like that, where like the actress just focuses on her face and she's just looking at something else. She just focuses on something else in the room, and that's so dark.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's horrible. It's just a horrible situation to be in, and honestly, I hope that guy gets his legs broken or something.
Right.
Because what a horrible monster.
Well, I mean, I think part of the commentary is the nostalgia of the time period. And in the time period, this is true. A husband couldn't rape a wife because she kind of belonged to him. Yeah. And I know they're not married yet; it's a fiance. But can you really tell people that the guy I'm marrying raped me? They're like, well, no, he didn't because you're marrying him. Well, yeah, he can, but in that old sentiment, it didn't exist.
It didn't. And if we're really breaking that down, it's he did it to like claim his territory almost. Like that's why he did it because
it's like, oh, this is you're here with these men at this office, and I'll pee on the carpet and mark my territory for sure.
Exactly. He's like, I didn't want to. He didn't want to have sex with her at home whenever she had the power,
right?
Whenever she wanted to be on top, and he's like, no,
stop! You've done this with other boys.
So I'll do it right there in the heart of the office,
right? Yeah.
Which honestly, that office, what it represents is kind of, I mean, it's very immoral, but at the same time, I don't want to say evil, but like you have a lot going on there.
Well,
a lot of debauchery.
Yeah. Well, and like he even said, he's like, I know this is what you want when he was doing it. Like he's accusing her of some. Chicanery that she's not guilty of.
Do you see what I mean? Though, but I say it's kind of interesting, like how the office, like what role it plays. I mean, it is like I don't want to say like demonic, but it's like there's a lot of debauchery going on there. I mean, somebody was raped in the office. You've got Peggy, who is like she was a nice Catholic girl. She is now there, not completely abandoning her morals, but she's definitely moving away from them. And she brought the popsicle ad there.
Yeah.
And she's, not making fun of the Virgin Mary, but at the same time, exploiting it, you know what I mean? And using it for something else. So there's interesting dynamics with that whole angle, too. I don't know if that's intentional or if I'm just, reading into it, but...
Well, she definitely exploited her knowledge of people's affinity for
it's
religion
a great ad
to sell popsicles.
It's a great ad.
She's becoming more and more like Dawn in that regard.
She is. Yeah. You abandon your past, abandon your morals, and you move forward. You are the person that you create, I guess.
Yeah, it's like I have this memory that this ritual that I grew up with as a kid, and I'm gonna use it to sell popsicles.
Let's sell it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.